Alright guys, how are we doing? We are back again for another weekend episode. Man, I really do like making these. It's just like, I feel like there's no pressure. I sit down, we have a chat, we talk about some upcoming sneakers. It is a good time over here. And of course we recap the weekend's releases, which you know what guys, actually this weekend was really not that eventful. So the kind of big release here in the UK, which started out being a release I was quite excited for, and as it rolled around, it was actually just really nothing for me personally. So the M&M Jordan 3, I've said that this is a really nice pair of shoes and I did want to get it in hand. However, when it released here in the EU, because I believe it released out in the US a couple weeks back, when it released out here, there was only up to a size UK 6, which is a US 7 available. Now, obviously, I know that this is a woman's sneaker. However, I believe they do extended sizes. Like, there are extended sizes on StockX. So I don't know what was going on with that. I was expecting at least, an extended size up to my size, but no. I could not find my size, so I was just like, you know what, I'm passing on this whole thing. But yeah, obviously let me know if you guys went for this. Did you also find that a little bit strange that they only had up to a size 6, or maybe there's something wrong with my sneakers app? There's also another pair of shoes which didn't sell out, and that is the Yeezy Quantum in the flash orange colorway. This really cool colorway of the Quantum released on Saturday morning, and it was sitting. So it's sitting. I believe it's still available if you want this colorway. This is definitely a cool one. Let me know if you got any of the sneakers from this weekend. I feel like the actual week sneaker releases was a little bit more eventful than this weekend. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff upcoming, so I'm really not too mad about having a quieter weekend in terms of sneaker releases, because with the amount of stuff that's coming through, we're gonna look back at these quieter weekends and be like, damn, can you just give us a little bit of a break? My bank account needs it. So let's start off with this next one, which is actually right around the corner, and it's a pair of Nike SB Dunks. And of course, this one is the What the Paul, or the P-Rod colorway. So Paul Rodriguez, and it's pretty damn cool in terms of the colorway. Very, very crazy, but that's how they roll with the SB Dunk. When they do want to slap some crazy stuff on there, they go right ahead. They don't even think twice. We got the Ben & Jerry's, we got Street Hawkers. That was awesome as well. Like, very, very crazy inspirations and designs on the SB, and I think that's why it's such a dope pair of shoes. So this What the Pole colorway, or the P-Rod colorway of the SB Dunk Low, will be releasing on May the 24th, which is, I believe, midweek this upcoming week. So this one is definitely going to be an extremely hard to get pair of shoes, and don't be surprised if you take an L, but it is worth putting your name in the hat. If you like the mismatched colorway, if you like the theme with literally everything thrown at the wall on this pair of shoes, then definitely go for it, because I think it's a pretty special pair of shoes. We got some Yeezy nudes, and it's no surprise that there is another slide on the way, and this one is pretty crazy. This is called the Glow Green Yeezy Slide. Now, the first thing that comes to mind, at least for me personally, was, do these glow in the dark? And to be honest, I don't actually know. We have seen plenty of different glow in the dark Yeezys before. We're talking 700 V3s, we're talking 380s, and of course 350s. So it would be pretty cool to see a glow in the dark slide. I don't know if you would want the entire thing to glow up. It could look pretty cool. I can't imagine these being glow in the dark just because of the actual material that's used. Obviously injected EVA foam. It's one solid color like all of the slides. They are supposed to be releasing in August of 2021, and of course they're going to be retailing at $60. So yeah, we've got loads of different slides to look forward to. Of course, the orange ones, the restock of the bone, the core, and the resin, and now this one. So yeah, just look forward to plenty of different foam runners, slides, and just Yeezys in general this upcoming year. Now listen, this next story is one that we have spoke about plenty of times, but I do want to give you just a quick little release update. And of course, we're talking about the Jordan 4 Tech Gray, or the white Oreo. This one is now going to have 2 separate release dates for the EU and the US. So everybody out in the EU, we've got this one to look forward to May the 29th. That is next weekend, I think Saturday. And then the US, you guys are like really delayed. You're only getting this on July the 3rd. So hopefully you guys get it in time for, you know, to break out in the summer months, because this is definitely a summer colorway, all over white. I've really stated and told you guys how much I like this pair of shoes. I'm definitely going to be bringing it over here for the channel for a review, so be tuned, or stay tuned, stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's keep it moving because we got a lot of dope stuff coming through, including another pair of Yeezy. So this one we briefly spoke about, but now we have official images. So this is the Yeezy 500 Taupe Light. So we've got a kind of new release date on this pair of shoes. It is right around the corner. So I believe we previously mentioned that this was sometime in June. And I think even House of Heat says that it is June. Yeah, June the 19th. Yeah, so it's not. It is actually June the 5th. So a lot closer than we originally thought. So yeah, Yeezy Mafia mentioned June the 5th is the release date, and that is what I would expect. So take a look at this colorway. I believe this one's going to be a hit. It's just like another shade of monochromatic 10 that we had like with the Blush 500. We've got like the Bone. I don't know. It's kind of a mixture. It's not very far off. Like, of course, we saw the In Flames. This is very more 500 that we're used to, the monochromatic colorway, the tan. It looks clean. It's going to be popular. A lot of people are going to be after this. So yeah, definitely you want to be prepared for this colorway, because 500s are popping and people really like 500s. I like this colorway. I'm definitely going to be going for it. But the next one is a Jordan 1 mid. We're not going to spend too much time, don't worry, but it is a very clean colorway that I did want to bring over here. So it's orange, it's white, it looks clean. Yes, it's a Jordan mid, but damn, this one looks clean as hell. So this is the Air Jordan 1 mid, orange, white. Actually, I thought there was going to be a color name for this, but orange, white is perfectly fine. So this one is going to be a 2021 release. Now, we don't have an exact release date, but when it comes to Jordan 1 mids, there's never really any huge announcement or anything. They just kind of pop up randomly. So I would expect these to be pretty widely available, just like most Jordan 1 mids. And like we spoke about last week, there is the kind of color changing one as well coming this year. So yeah, there's always some cool, you know, dope mids to keep your eyes on. If you did want to pick up any, there's always some really cool colorways in the works that just kind of stay a little bit more low key. We also have first looks at another Kobe sneaker. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Kobes. Are they done? Are they not? We spoke about it last week where they had the Mamba Forever colorway, and this one is another Kobe 6, the EYBL, the Elite Youth Basketball League colorway, and it's all over purple. Now, it's unknown if this one will be like an exclusive to the tournament or if it will be, you know, an actual release pair of shoes. We don't really know, but yeah, no release date, so let's keep it moving. We've got another pair of Dunks. This one is pretty funny, actually. This is called the Color Skates Nike SB Dunk High Kebab and Destroy. Like, one of my favorite Dunk High collaborations from recent times was the Carpet Company Dunk High. That one was just perfect. I loved that colorway. I loved the idea behind it. I loved the fact that you could tear off elements of the pair of shoes and reveal different colors. Now, this one is with a company called Color Skates. So yeah, the pair is just as delicious as it sounds, featuring a slew of ingredient-themed panels and embroidery that capture the essence of the gyros kebab. Featuring a tan yellow suede to represent the pita, and French fries, red laces, and swooshes as a nod to the toasted tomatoes, and a white toe box that nods to tangy tzatziki sauce. Brown elephant overlays in the rear is an obvious nod to the freshly barbecued lamb. That's actually a pretty cool graphic to have on your pair of insoles. But yeah, this one is official images, so the actual release of these is, I assume, right around the corner. Or House of Heat doesn't exactly mention an exact release date, they just say 2021. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty fun, you know, SB Dunk High. They do like to get pretty crazy with these SB Dunk Highs for sure. One that is right around the corner, Sacai and Nike, they are back at it again, and we've got our new wave, our new sneaker model that is going to be the focus for Nike and Sacai now, and this is on the Blazer Low. We have spoke about this pair of shoes in the past. I believe believe back in 2020, and now we are seeing a release date right around the corner next week. So like I said, guys, be prepared. Take this weekend to relax, but there is plenty of other really dope stuff that I'm sure you guys are going to want to get your hands on. So we've got two colorways, which I would say they're okay. They're pretty plain as it would seem, but again, we're coming into spring, summer, and you know, it's kind of cool to have brighter, more simple, a lot of white sneakers going around. So these two are in construction, pretty similar to the Sacai Blazer highs, and yeah, May 29th. So there are actually plenty of different raffles that are available now to go and sign up. So yeah, I would definitely get on that. These should pop up on Nike sneakers very, very soon. I don't believe, at least for the EU, they have been popped up or put up on Nike sneakers as of right now, but I do know there is plenty of different raffles to go and enter. So yeah, if you do like these, then definitely jump on that. A little bit of a potentially sad story. I don't really know, because out in the EU we don't have any of these stores, but yeah, Foot Locker is shutting down Footaction stores. So this, I believe, is potentially a result of the pandemic. I know it has hit a lot of kind of retailers or businesses where they have had to cut down their amount of retail space just because they're not bringing in as much revenue as maybe they once did. And now they're having to, you know, kind of cut places off that weren't bringing in or weren't worth their investment into it. So Foot Locker, as you know, owns Footaction, Eastbay, Champs. Yeah, Foot Locker is kind of the parent company, and then yeah, they're trying to axe as many Footaction stores as possible, and they're just converting it into the Foot Locker logo, so they'll be called Foot Locker instead of Footaction, but they are actually shutting some of them down. So Foot Locker announced plans to convert approximately 1/3 of its Footaction stores into existing banner concepts like Foot Locker and Champ Sports. So yeah, whether this is necessarily a super bad thing, it might just mean, you know, I think a lot of these places are going a little bit more into the online space, or at least leaning slightly in that direction, just because so many people have adopted it as second nature to shop online rather than to go into a physical location, you know? I feel like a lot of us have been forced into shopping online, and so now we're just kind of used to it, and it seems like it's a little bit more convenient than going into a place. Young Drake is finally going to be, or hopefully going to be, releasing his Nike Hot Step Air Terra. So we have seen the white version of this, and now we've got images of an all-over snakeskin version. So if you take a look at this pair of shoes right here, it really doesn't seem like anything crazy. Yes, this snakeskin one is actually pretty, you know, cool in terms of the upper, but in terms of the actual silhouette, it definitely doesn't seem anything crazy. Like, I would imagine seeing some kind of version of this shoe on like a Nike outlet or something. It's not like I think it's a bad shoe, it's just that I think it's pretty plain. So of course, Drake and Nokta, his brand, I believe it's kind of weird how that all works. Like, we're getting random clothing drops of the Nokta brand over and over again, and it's all kind of the same, very minimal stuff. There's not really too much innovation in that aspect, so it would be cool to see Drake come out with a shoe, and it would be interesting to see how people take to it, if there's a lot of demand or if there isn't. We'll get this white version and this snakeskin one at some point this year. The next story, we got a release date for, can you guess what? The Air Jordan 1 Court Purple, and this kind of has the OG vibe. So this is obviously a retro of the OG Court Purple, and this one is coming in woman size run. So unfortunately, anybody who really wants these and doesn't fit in the woman size range, you probably won't be able to get it. So we originally thought that this was going to be releasing in April this year. However, we now have an actual release date of June the 3rd. And of course, it's going to be on Nike sneakers. These are official images right here. It kind of looks like the sock liner is that satin material where it has like a little bit of a sheen to it, but all over, super clean colorway, like predominantly white with the purple accents. I think looks super sick. I'd be interested to see how it feels in hand. Is it nice material? That's always a big deal for me, but we really don't have to wait too long. Adidas is getting extra crazy, collaborating with a brand that I really did not expect, but I guess here in 2021 everybody is doing a collaboration, and you know, we've seen some of the craziest stuff. KFC, we've seen collaborations with McDonald's, And now we're looking at an M&M's collaboration. So yeah, you know the candy, the chocolate coated peanut butter, whatever you want, peanuts, candy. Yeah, M&M's. And this is going to be on the Forum Low, the Forum with the strap. And it's going to come in all of the colors. So we've got blue right here. I'm not too sure which one. Is that like the crispy center, the blue package? And then we've got a brown, which I believe is just the solid chocolate. Goddamn, I probably know too much about M&M's. We've got the peanut butter one. I know this one. That's like my favorite. Well, not peanut butter. It's the peanuts one with the peanut in the center. And that comes in yellow. And then you have the red one, which I don't actually know. Maybe that one is the peanut one. Maybe I don't know my M&M's. I mean, the Forum Low is a dope silhouette, but this is not going to be one that I'm jumping out of my seat for. But yeah, apparently sometime this year we're going to get these crazy M&M's colorways. And I mean, yeah, if anybody is M&M fans, like to the point where you would love to rock shoes that represent the candy, you go right ahead sometime this year. I'm sure we'll have more updates and some actual images instead of these drawn out ones. We got some more dunks, guys, and this one I'm actually really interested to hear what you guys have to say. Look at this one right here. It's like a reversed or flipped university red dunk low, so it comes in like the base color being red and the overlay panels being white as opposed to the opposite, which we saw on like, what was it, the St. John's or the University Red, whatever they called that one. Man, like to me it looks a little bit strange. Like it's definitely clean, but it just looks like something's off here. I never really realized until now how important that paneling is, you know, and when you flip it, it kind of looks a little bit strange. But nevertheless, I think this one will still be pretty popular. Some point this year in 2021, the year of the dunks, we are going to be getting this one. And of course, it would probably come in a full family size run. I'm not too sure. It's going to be available at, you know, the usual Nike sneakers or the Nike app here in the EU. We're going to get into our final story for today, keeping today's news relatively simple. And this one may just be another sad story depending on your likeness for Reebok. So Reebok, I believe we spoke about this in the past. Adidas owns Reebok, and Adidas was starting to put some feelers out like, yo, we want to cut ties with Reeboks. We want to sell the brand. Who wants it? And it kind of seems like nobody was interested. So what they're doing now is, because the interest has faltered, Adidas launches a Reebok auction. So Adidas actually acquired Reebok in 2006 for $3.8 billion, and Reebok is now valued at $1.2 billion. So you can see Adidas kind of took an L on this. I don't know how much Adidas was involved in the Reebok designs. Like, I have liked a lot of their sneakers, so I'm not too sure what this separation is going to mean. Are we maybe going to get some really crazy, awesome new designs? I don't know. I know Li Ning is a pretty crazy company. Like, if you haven't seen their sneakers, they come up with some really experimental designs, and I could see maybe that working pretty cool. Fila, I don't like their shoes necessarily. Anta, I've never heard of. So who knows? This could either go in a good way and maybe rejuvenate Reebok, or it could go in the other way and just kill Reebok off completely. Ever since 2006, it just seems like they have been on the decline. Maybe it was Adidas's fault for, you know, kind of running Reebok into the ground. Maybe they didn't put as much time and effort into Reebok as maybe they should have. Maybe they should have put out some more collaborations with Reebok, some more promotions. It seems like Reebok has kind of been on the back foot for, as far as I can remember, a very long time. But yeah, let me know what you think of this story, and that pretty much wraps it up. That is all I got for you guys today. Short, sweet, simple. You know I'm gonna be back next weekend with a whole bunch of really cool stories to share with you guys. I want to thank you so much for coming through, hanging out like always. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. You know I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then,